Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday and there are more fact sheets. Now I'm gonna really quickly cover last week's fact sheets as well in this video, as well as this week's. So we'll start off with last week's. We had the New Holland L218 skid steer, 35,000 to buy, 61 horsepower, 74 litre fuel tank and top speed of 18 k's, which isn't bad. And a Paladin high dump bucket, brand new for FS19. Skid steer bucket costs 4,000. Doesn't say the capacity, annoyingly, but it can hold pretty much everything. Nice to see a New Holland skid steer. I've kind of been saying this a lot. It's nice to see a new brand of skid steer, something new. It's nice to see branded buckets for skid steers that aren't just JCB, something that's kind of independent from the brands that are in game. You know, a new brand just specific for that. So that is very nice indeed. As I open up the picture of the Valtra T-Series tractor, 175,000 to buy. I somehow introduced another 5 there that doesn't exist. Anywhere between 210 and 250 horsepower, 380 litre fuel tank, top speed of 50 k's, with of course reverse drive, much as in FS17. It's the same as in FS17 basically. You can change engine setup, wheel brand, front loader attacher, main colour and rim colour. And wheel options are standard, wheel weights, wide tires and wheel weights, narrow tires, rear twin wheels, normal twin wheels, and communal, which still don't know what communal tires are. There's a lot of people saying that it's just road tires, which would make sense, but I normally see just the farm tires on roads, so I don't know. As well as the Kuhn SLC 141, which is an American manure spreader, but I have seen similar looking machinery from Abbey here in Ireland. And I'm sure there's something similar in the UK as well. It's obviously a manure spreader, 54,800 to buy, 180 horsepower requirement. So you're going to need a beefy tractor. 20k working speed, 10 meters spread from the side, so that's going to be fun to do. Carries 15,400 litres of manure. And you can change the wheel setup and wheel brand and choose standard or wide tires. Again, we're seeing Trelleborg tires here instead of the Michelins, which is a bit of a shame. I'm running through these 3 very quickly just because you guys would have seen videos on it last week from pretty much everybody else. And finally, we get the big M450. This is my baby. I like this. This is the last of last week's. I will move on to this week's pretty much immediately. I've got them open and ready to go. Self-propelled mower. 380,000 to buy. I'll probably be cheating money in to get it, honestly. 449 horsepower, 780 litre fuel tank, top speed of 40 k's, working speed of 25 k's, which I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if I've ever seen a big M going that fast in a field. 9.9 meter working width or 32 foot. Working modes are widespread and swath drop, left, right, or center. Bit of a shame, honestly, the swath spread or the widespread isn't the triple swath. You know, it'd be nice if it was. Something interesting in this picture as well that may or may not have been pointed out by other people. There seems to be a grass windrow distance texture now, which is very nice indeed. Nice to see that being brought into the game fully. It's been in a few mod maps, and it's nice to see it being in the full game now. But without further ado, now that I've wasted, what, 3.5 minutes? I spent basically 4 minutes on last week's fact sheets. Let's move on to this week's. We start off with the Fast Track 4220. People have been asking about the Fast Track 4000 series. Will it be in FS19? Will it be in FS19? Yes, it will. 196,000 to buy, 235 horsepower, 390 litre fuel tank, top speed is 62 kilometers per hour or 38 miles an hour. And it does have the steering options of all-wheel or front-wheel steering as it does in real life. You can change wheel brand, wheel setup, put a front loader on it if you really want to, and change the tyres to be standard, wide, twin wheels, narrow tyres, or communal. So you can put care wheels on your Fast Track with a front loader. Okay. I actually love the model of this Fast Track. It looks really good. For some reason the colours seem a bit muted. I've noticed this lately, as the colours have seemed a bit kind of washed out and muted, and I'm wondering if there's some sort of lighting system in the game on top of the new lighting system. Part of it is that days can be like different brightnesses. Because lately, the last couple of videos, or the last teaser, the one that went up yesterday, as well as these pictures, they just seem a bit washed out, and it's kind of unusual. There was nothing before did. I can't help but wonder if it's a new lighting system, or an element of the new lighting system that we haven't seen before. As well as the fast track, we have the Strautmacher, Strautmaker, CUS 720. It's a trailer, 55,000 to buy. Capacity of between 45 and 48,500 litres, which is interesting. You can change the capacity as an option, as well as changing wheel brand. And it can carry, it's a silage trailer basically. Strautmacher is a new brand to the game, if memory serves. They haven't been in before, so it's nice to see them coming in. It's nice to see purpose-built silage trailers in the game. I know that there's the Krone one in FS17, and there have been a couple before, but it's always nice to see purpose-built silage trailers. Nice to see new features kind of creeping in slowly as well, in terms of the capacity being an option, so you can put on, I would presume, the sides up at the top, or the top cladding will be an option to put on, so that'll be how you change the capacity. And again, it's all Trelleborg tires. We're not seeing the Michelin tires at all. I'm presuming at this point that there's going to be a fact sheet just for the Michelin tires. We move on though to something that's been in Farm Sim before. If you're in Landykin's stream yesterday, you will have heard us mentioning something that was in before, and pretty much everything else being new. We have the New Holland W190D, the 190D, wheel loader, 175,000 to buy, 234 horsepower or 172 kilowatts, 288 litre fuel tank, top speed of 40 kilometers an hour. You can change wheel brand and wheel setup. You can opt for standard wheels, twin wheels, or for some reason narrow twin wheels. Why would you ever want that? Again, Trelleborg tires on the loader, and something that I've noticed, and I'm gonna criticize it, but I know that it's true to life. I know that this is correct, but it just looks weird. The color is just luminous yellow. Now, I have said twice now already, I know that's the real color. This is a criticism of New Holland, not the picture. New Holland, why did you do this? Why did you decide this was a good color? It's like high-vis jackets aren't that bright. I mean, you're not gonna lose it. But as well as the W190D, I'm gonna move on before I go on a rant about how bad the New Holland construction color is, because that is a construction piece of equipment, even though it's branded under New Holland Agri. You got the Maxi high dump bucket, same as in FS17. Wheel loader attachment, 3600 to buy, 3000 litre capacity, and it can carry pretty much everything in the game, except probably the liquids. I'd imagine it can't carry the liquids. I would be very surprised if it can carry the liquids. So we'll just move swiftly on so I don't get distracted by the atrocious colour of the New Holland. Moving on to... Actually, there's something... Ooh. Okay. We're gonna continue this for a second, and then I'll actually move back and talk about this picture again real quick. I'm gonna go through what's in the picture, then I'm gonna talk about the blue thing, the elephant in the room. So we have the John Deere 6M series, not the 6R. Tractor, 119,500 to buy, anywhere between 121 and 164 horsepower, 265 litre fuel tank, top speed of 40 k's. Customization options of front weight, wheel brand, wheel setup. Just checking the brand now, Trelleborg again. Engine setup and the front loader attacher. You can change the tyres to be standard, wide, narrow, rear twins, full twins, wheel weights, and wide with weights. As well as that, you've got the John Deere 643R, so a purpose-built John Deere front loader hookup. 5,400 to buy. I'm kind of curious if you can put that on any tractor that can get a front loader attacher. I'm sorry everybody, but I'm going to try it at some point in FS19. I'm going to try and put a John Deere front loader on something. And as well as that, you got the Warzy bale spike and unroller, which I'm not entirely sure what the unroller is. 2,300 to buy, and I presume that's the piece of equipment on the front loader there. Is that in the background, though? Is that a bale shredder I see? As well as... Oh! Okay, two things I've just noticed. One that I should have noticed, one that I have noticed. Number one, you've got what looks to be a possibly Gavile bale shredder. Definitely it looks like a bale shredder in the background, the blue and yellow thing. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully there's a fact sheet or some more information about that soon. I would presume it's going to be going up at the website today, so I'll be looking at the website before I start my stream. I am recording this, by the way, last night at 10:30. But also in the background you see the black silage bales. Now, when I start doing silage bales properly, and actually something else I've noticed, the black silage bales have reflections, which the real bales do, so that you can get a bit more definition into that, so that's nice. Black silage bales are just very shiny in reality, so that's nice. I will probably be going very black with the silage bales because that's the color of wrap that's usually used, either black or green around here. White I've always had issues with being in the game because I never see white silage bales. It just doesn't match the what I see in real life. So if you're watching me play FS19 once it's out and I'm making silage bales and you want to be angry that I'm using green wrap or black wrap, please know that's the wrap I see in real life, like every day. Although white is starting to come in, I will grant people that, but black and green are still primarily used, and occasionally pink when it comes to October. So moving on, we have the Strautmann VM1702 SSF Fast Cut. Also interestingly, oh no, this is different. This is the Vertimix Strautmann. The other one's a fast cut. So this is a new. Sorry, hang on. Previous one again. Previous fact sheet, because I'm looking at. I've got 4K pictures without the fact sheet on it. The it might be the same one. Hang on. No, it is the same one. Okay, so what the John Deere is unloading in the previous fact sheet is what is in this one, which is the VM1702 SSF Fast Cut by Strautmann. It's a self-propelled mixer wagon. So again, Giant's moving on to a different brand of mixer wagons. It seems to be a biannual tradition now that every new game there's a new mixer wagon brand for some reason. Especially self-propelled. We've gone from Kuhn to Silo King and now Strautmann. 158,000 to buy. 175 horsepower. That's quite powerful. 400 litre fuel tank. 24 mile an hour, 40 kilometer an hour top speed. And it fills up in 17,000 litres. Now, and it takes everything you need to use to make mixed rations, obviously. Something that I'm going to be very blunt about right now is I'm probably not going to use this much because I just personally never really liked the self-propelled mixer wagons. I prefer having it on the back of a tractor. I prefer the tow-behind ones. However, that's personal preference. And it looks... I'm actually going to swap over to the 4K, which I may or may not be able to get into the video. Sometimes Premiere gets antsy with me when I try and do this. So I'll try and get into the video, but no promises. The detail is amazing. The detail in the John Deere as well is amazing. Like, the detail of every model. The Strautmann here, the John Deere in the previous fact sheet, the New Holland with the Day-Glow yellow paint job that I hate, but is real. Not criticizing Giants for that paint job. That's all New Holland's fault. They're all incredibly detailed. They're all just... If you walked up to the real machine after seeing it in Farm Sim, you'd be like, oh, that's the bit that does the thing, and that's the other bit that does the other thing. And, ooh, I didn't know that bit spun. Should that bit spin? I don't know if that bit should spin. But you can compare the real versions to the Farm Sim versions basically down to each and every nut and bolt now. So it's great that the level of detail in the game is moving forward so very quickly. and it's just so far ahead of FS17. And the new material system for FS19 is going to be delicious. You can see the different colours have different reflectivities even on the Strautmann, so it's really, really nice. Yeah, some great equipment and genuinely exciting fact sheets, because of the 4 fact sheets, you know, the mixer's new, the John Deere's new, the front loader's new, the bale spike is new, the new Holland and the Maxi bucket, they're the only things that have been in Farm Sim before. And the W190D was a free DLC / mod back in 15. The Maxi has been in for a while though. You know, and of course you have the Fast Track 4220, which a lot of people have been asking for. I've heard a lot of people asking and basically demanding the Fast Track 4000 series in game. So they're going to be very happy bunnies today, and probably for the next couple of days, that they now know. Now, definitely November 20th, when they're probably going to cheat money into the game somehow and get themselves a Fast Track 4000 immediately and use that as their only tractor ever. It's great to see so much new equipment come out in these fact sheets. You know, something that I've kind of been a bit iffy about in a way has been the amount of stuff that was just repeats from FS17, or, you know, stuff that was just kind of repeating as a constant thing. The John Deere 8400R being the prime example, that had become a meme. It was repeated so much. But it's nice now this week that it's all new things. It's all kind of silage and animal based. I'm not probably going to use the New Holland because it's an ugly colour and I hate it. RainbowDave basing his equipment choices entirely on how much he likes the colour of it. But yeah, it's great to see so much new things in just one little info dump here today. There's going to be more on the website. Obviously, that's not all been brought out yet, with me recording at 10:30 yesterday night. So hopefully there's some really cool stuff on the website that I'll be able to talk about during the stream today as well. And we'll talk about that then. So I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave. Actually, leave your comments below. Leave your thoughts on this week's fact sheets below. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some very happy people. I'll leave you now by saying, I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching a Farming Simulator 1719 fact sheet thing. I don't know how to outro these. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.